Hello ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? I am Darnock with TGN bringing you another StarCraft 2 1 vs 1 cast as I rock my microphone back and forth. Sorry if that made any weird sound effects. Anyway, today I'm not going to be casting a series. This is just a quick one-of game from the ladder, in fact. It was from one of Stephano's ladder replay packs, which I do tend to cast from quite a bit, just because Stephano is quite honestly the best foreigner in the world right now. So why would I want to not cast the best foreigner? That would be silly. Anyway, the map is going to be Cloud Kingdom. In the lower left, we have our man, our hero, the red Zerg player, Millennium Stephano, easily the best foreigner at the moment. Such a strong player. Basically wins every tournament without Koreans, and even some tournaments with Koreans, he ends up victorious in as well. His opponent is going to be across the map in the upper right. That's the blue Terran player, Empire Happy. Now, Happy isn't a super high-profile player. He's not a Stephano or a Huck or another foreigner who, you know, wins stuff where it's popular. Idra, there's an example. But he is actually really good. He's super underrated, but he's so amazing. Really, the first time Empire Happy got on people's radars is when he really started to grind on the ladder through matchmaking and Grandmasters and all that good stuff. And this actually may have been before Grandmaster League was a thing, but he was either in High Masters or Grandmasters if Grandmaster League was around when this happened. I don't remember. But he really showed up on a lot of people's radars when he played a huge amount of games, like at least over 100 games, maybe even upwards of 200, and he came out of that with over an 80% win rate, which is absolutely insane. No matter how good you are, no matter how sick of a professional player you are, when you go on the Blizzard ladder, you are going to lose. There's just too many strategies, so much cheese, all sorts of things like that, and it's really hard to keep that positive a win record, but Happy was able to do it, and since then he's just gotten better and better. He's not a super consistent player as far as tournaments go. Very rarely does he make it to the round of 8, the round of 4, the finals, things like that, but he certainly has the capability to take a game off of almost any player in the world right now, if not an entire series. However, this is a best of 1. This is a ladder game, so this is Happy in his element right now, and I think this is going to be a really good game. Now, I haven't really talked about Stephano all that much. Now, I do think Stephano is better just because he's freaking Stephano, but you guys all know about Stephano at this point, honestly. He is a legend at the moment, the French beast, and that's really all that needs to be said. So Stephano is going for a pretty normal build right now. Hatchery and spawning pool just about to pop. Already has those drones mining away happily at his first extractor. Over in Happy Land, looks like he's going to be going for the most standard Terran build of all time. In this matchup, we do see that he is about to float that factory over to the reactor, and then we're going to see a reactor Hellion expand, which is oh so standard, and it does actually make me a little bit sick because I've casted so many TVZs that have started out this exact way. It does get a little bit old from time to time, but that's okay. I mean, you stick with what works, you stick with what's good, so we're just going to have some time to sit back, relax, and just hang out and chill until the interesting bits of this game do start getting underway. Stephano already preparing for that reactor Hellion expand. Does he actually know much about it? This is interesting. Stephano hasn't scouted Empire Happy at all, which is quite intriguing. It certainly could possibly be that Stephano has run into Happy many times before, and perhaps Happy opens like this every single time he does play TVZ. And I wouldn't be surprised if that was actually the case, purely because Stephano already in a perfect position to defend against this reactor Hellion expand build without actually seeing anything until just now as he gets that Zergling up the ramp. He has that Queen, he has that Spine Crawler, and 2 Hellions aren't going to be able to do anything about that. Now, the count is up to 4, and if Happy wants to get a little bit aggressive, a little bit risky, he might do a little run by here, and he is going to be doing that. The Hellions do get behind that mineral line. Quick drone pull does come out here from Stephano. The drones are lining up. Those could be dangerous. However, he's doing a very nice job of zoning those Hellions away. Oh no, oh my god, that is a lot of dead drones. Stephano falling down on his micro just a little bit, and these Hellions are going to be able to get away. Only 1 Hellion going down for a total of 9 drones killed. Oh my god, that is a good trade for Empire Happy. So Stephano dropping the ball a little bit there, just leaving the drones all bunched up by the Spine Crawler, and just assuming that Empire Happy wouldn't want to run in there and take the extra damage from the Spine. And he certainly did miscalculate there. Now, he does still have plenty of Harvesters. He still has about 10 more Harvesters than Happy does, because he really hasn't built that many Zerglings yet. I think Wow, yeah, he's only been sitting on 3 spawns of Zerglings. He has 5 total. The 6th, of course, is the one that was scouting over here and did eventually get killed. So that's actually an interesting play by Stephano. Yes, he does lose a lot of drones, but since basically he's been making pure drones, it's not that big of a deal. Obviously, he would like those 9 drones back, no question about it, but he does have so many drones. He's not in as bad a position as he possibly could be. A nice surround there from the Zerglings. Does kill 1, 2 Hellions. Is this final Hellion gonna get away? It is doing its best to micro. Oh god, that was the Windows key. I actually am not sure if that showed up in the cast or not, but I totally pulled up that start menu like a boss, just because that is how I roll. Looks like the final Hellion was killed, and now Stephano, wow, look at that. He has a huge supply lead right now, 64 to 40 right now, which is rather substantial. And he hasn't been building any more harvesters for the past couple minutes. He is going to go for a huge roach speedling bust right now. Does he have a baneling's nest? I don't believe he does. No, he does not, and this is interesting. He only has 1 extractor, so it's going to be very, very Zergling heavy. Not going to have a huge amount of roaches. He does have 10, but compared to the 18 Zerglings, that's not that many. And this is so intriguing. Behind this, he is taking a 3rd. And I don't know whether this is a stroke of genius or if this is just a weird strategy that shouldn't really work out, because I'll talk about that in just a second, because the Zerglings are going forward. They try to get a surround on those Marines. Nice micro from the Marines, though. The SCVs getting pulled off the line as well are going to help screen out those Zerglings from getting any good surrounds on the Marines. Now, these Roaches are relatively untouched, and this is a big power behind this push here from Stephano is the Roaches. The Lings are just there to be annoying primarily, and the Roaches are trying to make it up the ramp. Nice wall off, or not really wall off, but a block from those SCVs. Uh-oh, it is going to get broken through. Oh, a tank does come out. This is going to be instrumental in Happy's defense, and more SCVs do get pulled. A huge SCV riot line right now working on surrounding and taking down Stephano's remaining units, and this may not be the... Oh, okay, so that Happy may not die from this. He has almost cleaned up all of these Roaches. It doesn't look as if the supply depots... Oh, maybe the supply depots do go down. Nope, there is an SCV repairing it. It is all good. So Happy survives to fight another day, but he's pretty dead. Let's take a look at the supply values, folks. Yeah, that's not good. 50 drones from Lane and Stephano compared to the 8 SCVs of Happy. Oh god, that hurts. Now, he does have 2 orbital commands, so he has mules, which are pretty good, but that's not going to be enough to overcome a 42 worker supply deficit. Interestingly enough, he does have a very strong army supply lead, 20-9, so maybe he makes a play to come back here. He does have a medevac coming out with 5 Marines. Not sure if Stephano was able to spot that or not. I'm not sure. He's going to see it soon enough either way, and it looks like he's moving the Lings into position, and this drop might do a little bit of damage. He does have 22 Lings on the way, so this shouldn't completely destroy the space, and in fact, Happy, overestimating his opponent just a little bit, is going to pick up. He's going to move over here, is going to be able to kill all those Lings, but now more and more Lings swarming over. This is actually kind of cute from Happy, the drop back and forth from one side of the Evo chamber to the other. It's not going to be enough, though, and he is going to have to bug out of there with those Marines and the medevac. And he's just in so much trouble. I can't stress how good Stephano is looking right now. He's on 3 bases compared to what's just now about to become 2 bases from Happy. Once again, looking at the worker count, we have 55 drones to 14 SCVs. Stephano taking a 4th base, getting his +1/+1 melee upgrades. Happy currently on 0-0, showing no signs whatsoever of getting his upgrade simply because he just doesn't have the gas at this point. He only has two workers on gas right now, so he is going to be incredibly gas starved. Basically, he can only produce Marines and SCVs. He is researching that combat shield, but that's going to be the last of his gas for a long time, and things are just looking bad for our Ukrainian Terran folks. That's really all I have to say. Stephano could probably just go forward, build a Baneling's Nest, and kill Empire Happy. He is playing it conservatively, though. He is playing things rather safe, but I don't see how Happy can come back at this point. Basically, the reason Stephano, if you're a little bit newer to StarCraft 2, you might not be familiar with this. The reason oh god, this is actually a really scary army. Happy, where did you get all these units? Looking at the army supply tab, you see Happy isn't too far away from Stephano, in terms of army supplies, so maybe he makes something happen. He is catching Stephano at kind of an awkward timing, where really all Stephano has are lings right now, and yes, they are going to be 1-1 lings, but even 1-1 lings are not that great against Marines. Oh god, the tanks are on siege. Never mind, Empire Happy is going to be pretty dead here, folks. Man, yeah, okay, he's toast. He is toast. I was trying to make things exciting, and for a moment they kind of were. If Happy had been able to get across the map and been able to get into a position where he has his tanks sieged up, he has his Marines nice and, like, in a corner where they can't be surrounded, maybe Happy makes something happen there. Maybe he kills the fourth base. Maybe the game goes on. Like, if he sets it up here, perhaps something happens, but getting caught in the middle of the map like that with all of his tanks unsieged by 1-1 speedlings, that was not pretty. There wasn't really anything he could have done to avoid it, but it was just nasty. That was not a thing that made me happy to see as somebody who's been playing Terran quite a bit lately. Now, Happy, again, not going to die quite yet, as he has this nice wall off, so he can essentially kill infinity Zerglings, which is quite annoying for our Zerg player here. But once again, Happy is not looking in terribly good shape. He's trying to find a window to drop, just cannot find it. There are speedlings, excuse me, all over the place, and Happy actually, he's just gonna GG, even though there's not any big engagement that just finished or anything like that. He sees the lay of the land with his scouting medevac here. He knows there's nothing he can do. He has about half the supply of Stephano, and he just taps out. So, surprising very few people, Stephano does take this latter game, just because he is so good. As always, thanks for watching, folks. I have been Darnock. If you feel like it, favoriting videos is an option. Just saying, not saying you have to. Not trying to push you anywhere, but it does help me out. So if you want to be nice on Pi Day, which it is today, I'm recording this on the 14th, maybe throw me a favorite, and I'll give you a hug if I ever see you in real life. So thanks for watching once again, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.